Once upon a time, a man visited Gautam Buddha. Gautam Buddha and his many disciples were sitting there. The man was looking very stressed. Gautam Buddha asked the man for his worries. The man said, "No one talks with me happily. Everyone fights with me, anger with me. My wife left me too. My luck is very bad. Please suggest me how to improve my luck, so that no one hates me." Gautam Buddha said, "Let me tell you a story first for." So Gautam Buddha started telling the story to all of his disciples. A king, who was ruling a country, was traveling through his city with his minister. While traveling, the king and his minister reached the market. In the market, the king got attention towards a shopkeeper. On seeing the shopkeeper, out of nowhere, the king got a thought that he should give a death sentence to this shopkeeper tomorrow. The king told this to his minister. Before the minister could reply, they had gone ahead of that shopkeeper's shop and started doing other things. The minister became very worried. He couldn't understand that what was the fault of the shopkeeper. Without talking to the shopkeeper, without any thought, why is the king thinking of taking such a decision? The king and the minister returned to the kingdom. But the ministry could not sleep for the whole night. After waking up in the morning, the minister took the form of an ordinary person and went to that shopkeeper. He asked the shopkeeper, "What do you sell?" The shopkeeper replied, "I sell sandalwood." Then the minister started asking people around about the shopkeeper. Everyone replied that the shopkeeper does not speak to anyone, and always remains sad. The minister understood the matter. He again went back to the shopkeeper and asked him, "Why do you remain unhappy?" The shopkeeper said, "I remain sad because people come to my shop, smell the sandalwood and say it is very beautiful, it smells very good. But no one bought it. That's why I am very sad." The minister also felt sad to hear from the shopkeeper. He thought that why should any shopkeeper be happy if no item of his shop is bought while there is no problem with the goods? The minister started thinking that this shopkeeper remains so sad because of his miseries. But why does the king want to hang this shopkeeper? This question was irritating the minister. The minister again asked the shopkeeper, "Brother, then what will you do, if all the sandalwood of your shop is remain unsold?" The shopkeeper said angrily, "Yes, I know that my sandalwood sticks will remain like this, unsold, no one will buy them. That is why I think that the king of our country should die as soon as possible. If he died early, for the cremation of that king in that royal court, I would have given my sandalwood. Then I would also get some money, and apart from this market other people would also know about my sandalwood sticks. Then maybe some people would come to my shop to buy sandalwood sticks." The minister understood everything after listening to the shopkeeper, but the minister was also very smart and intelligent. A thought came into his mind. The minister bought some underwood sticks from the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper also got some money from this purchase, and so he became a little happy too. The minister came back to the kingdom with sandalwood. On reaching the court, the minister placed those sandalwood sticks in front of the king and said, "O king, these sandalwood sticks have been presented to you by the same shopkeeper, whom you were thinking of hanging yesterday." The king smelled those sandalwood and he liked the aroma of those woods very much. He said these sandalwood are very fragrant. The king was very happy with this unique gift of the shopkeeper and gave some gold coins to the minister and said, "Go give these gold coins to that shopkeeper and say that, after today, whenever sandalwood is needed in the palace, then from your shop sandalwood will be taken only." The minister started smiling and started thinking that, now the idea of hanging that shopkeeper cannot come to the mind of the king. Because now always that shopkeeper has got the responsibility of arranging sandalwood for the kingdom. The minister went back to the shopkeeper with the gold coins. Here the king fell into the thought that shopkeeper is a very good person. When I was thinking about him that I would hang him tomorrow, then perhaps the thought was going on in his mind at that time, that the king had come in front of my shop for the first time. Why can't I give him my beautiful and aromatic woods? And today he presented me too. Inexplicably, I was thinking of hanging him. Here the minister reached the shopkeeper. The minister gave the gold coins given by the king to the shopkeeper and said that the sandalwood I had bought yesterday, the king liked those sandalwood sticks very much. And as a reward some gold coins have been sent to you. The shopkeeper was very happy to hear this. Simultaneously, the minister also told the shopkeeper that from today onwards, whenever there is a need for sandalwood in the court, all the sandalwood sticks will be taken from your shop. The shopkeeper was very happy to hear the minister's words. The minister asked the shopkeeper, "Why, brother, you used to think so badly about the king. But look how much the king cares for you. How good is the king? The king never thinks wrong about anyone." The shopkeeper agreed with the minister and felt very sad and started repenting of his bad thoughts towards the king. He said to the minister, "I used to think so wrong about the king. The king is very good. God bless him for a very long life." Hearing this, the minister was also very happy. Then the minister went back to the kingdom, and here, Gautam Buddha, ending this story, and asked to the man, "Tell me, what was wrong with the shopkeeper? Was it bad luck or were its bad actions and thoughts?" And how that minister changed the luck of the shopkeeper instantly. The man said, "My lord, it's surely not his bad luck. But I doesn't understand that, what bad actions that man made?" Gautam Buddha said, "The thoughts of a man are his actions. As our thoughts remain, we will act in the same way, and the actions done by those thoughts are responsible for our happiness and sorrow. That is, if our thoughts are wrong, then the actions done by us will also be wrong and their result will also be wrong, as a result of which we will be unhappy. If our thoughts are right, then we will do the right deeds. If we do the right actions, then we will get the right results, which will bring happiness in our life." The man always thought bad about the king, in place if he thought good about that king earlier, he would never saw bad times. The minister, on the other hand, was very wise man. He made a good action on behalf of that man and presented some good woods to the king, by which he got good results. The minister ignored the bad thoughts of the king about the shopkeeper, in place he tried to win the king with good deeds, which actually worked. So same way, you should not try to reply with same bad deeds, if someone does bad to you. It's your greatest mistake. If you keep good deeds, good thoughts for everyone, good will automatically return. What you sow is what you reap. So from today onwards, go to your wife, feel sorry for whatever you did wrong, and ignore all her faults, if any. Go to everyone else. Start a new beginning. It's never too late to mend your ways. The real life is in timelessness, where late or early have no significance. So friends, never forget, our thoughts and deeds are the seeds for our crops of our life. Make the crops best with the best seeds of your thoughts and deeds. Luck automatically will turn on your way.